Okay. This is where we start. All right, this is where we start.
Shit.
I like that. Okay,
that was a really long build up.
Very long build up, but hey, this is 2001 opening up with Spanish Fly on SoundCloud. Hello everyone, my name is Cesar and I'm joined here again with Simon Reyes. Oh shit.
That's me, dude.
My fault. Yeah.
Wonderful.
I didn't mean to start off on that note, but welcome back everyone to the Groove District. This is episode 3. Welcome. I don't know. I mean, hey, let's start off with a disclaimer. I don't own any of the rights to the music. There is no infringement intended. And welcome to the show. Simon.
Dude, what's up?
How are you feeling today?
Dude, fantastic, dude. You truly surprised me with that fucking song, dude. That song was kind of nice.
It was kind of nice. I kind of like that one.
It gave very Visa, dude.
Yeah, right?
Like, super, like, you're in amnesia.
Yeah, I just booked a flight. About to see...
Better go seek black coffee in
Ushuaia,
Ibiza. You know, I've been here for a week. Dude, only we dream.
That's the dream, really. The dream, honestly, is like... If like this actually becomes a thing, like if I invest after this class is over, I get myself a Rodecaster and I actually make podcasting a thing, and I start doing this.
Yeah, dude.
I feel like I can talk to a lot of people and start meeting DJs, start getting flown out to different places in the world.
Who knows? Maybe, you know,
manifesting,
like,
dude.
You got to, and like honestly, DJing is difficult. It's super competitive. But it's definitely possible if you have the drive for it. Yeah. Because you see all these up-and-coming DJs, they're like, oh, rate my mix, or day 100 of learning how to mix.
Yeah.
And dude, and like you can see their progress. And like I follow this one chick, she's from Australia. She did the DJ Crossfader course.
Interesting.
But she bought the pro bundle, which was like the $400 or $500 one. Yeah, it's expensive.
Damn.
But this girl, she is already, after like 60, 70 days, she's already booking gigs at clubs, doing like headlining clubs. Dude, not festivals yet, but clubs is definitely a start, you know. There's
this guy that I work at LA Fitness, and I see like there's this kid that used to do like, he does like sales and stuff, but he does it over the summer because he goes to Purdue. And I got shown his Instagram the other day. Kid's a DJ up
Interesting.
There. He's actually like posting him mixing. He's posting him performing at clubs and stuff like that. And I feel like performing at clubs, like it's not difficult, but it's the sense of getting the gig. You know what I mean? I feel like that's kind of the hard part. You know what I mean? But if you have the drive for it, you can do it. You know what I mean?
All about exposure, dude. It's quite literally that. Like, again, bringing up those TikTokers. Best example, dude, Seeing Double. Yeah. Those are, I think they're brothers. Don't quote me on that. But they just like show mixes and their songs that they put out on Ableton and like whatever that they make on Ableton and whatever. And dude, now they have like a decent audience. They performed at EDC last year. I saw them randomly at fucking Factory Town.
You saw them randomly at Factory Town for what, Simon? What were we there at Factory Town for?
Wasn't it John Summit?
Wasn't it for Miami Music Week?
No. This was in December. This was James Hype, Medusa, John Summit. Coincidentally, for the audience, every time that like Cesar and I go to fucking Factory Town, John Summit's playing. Always.
It's every time that like, don't get me wrong. Hey, John Summit like really made a big name for himself, you know. But like for some reason, I don't know. He has not been hitting the same recently.
Has not, dude. Has not.
I think it was after Where You Are, and then we were like, yes, like he's on this high right now. And then Shiver, and then Shiver
came out.
Shiver was a little like not as memorable. You know, it was a very
and a lot of people love the song. And like, listen, I'm a huge Summit fan, Summit stan. You know, I love when he was all about the tech house. Even though I wasn't part of the scene, I love the era of COVID Summit. When he was recording videos on how to use Ableton on YouTube.
Really? I actually never saw that he did that.
What?
Dude, I have like, okay, so I've always had like a passion for house music and EDM and stuff like that, but I never really dove into it because I felt like I didn't want to be like not necessarily a fan, but like I feel like some people get like very intimate, like get very into it in the sense of like, oh, you're gonna see Anima, you're gonna see Gargan City, like nah, like I don't want to be that guy, you know.
That's fair.
So,
I mean, I get it, but it's also like, I don't know, me personally, I could firmly say that like the genre of music is very part of my personality, because I go out to these shows and I'm there for 10 hours.
Yeah.
You know, partying.
And we've done a lot. We've done boiler rooms.
We've done boiler rooms, shows at Space. We've done factory towns. We've done EDC. We've done
3 points.
Dude. Like we've done a lot.
Yeah.
Like at least here in Miami or in Florida. But I would love to go out,
of course.
But
of course, like that's
slowly but surely.
But at the same time, like I think because of our location and how we
don't need it.
We live in South Florida. We kind of have that. Like, you know, we have like the scene is here. You know what I mean? It's different if we're like in Nebraska and we're like, oh yeah, like John Summit. Oh, let's fly to Miami. You know, like since it's so close, we have so much accessibility to it, and we go to so many shows.
Yes.
So speaking of which, one of the topics I want to talk about is last week, 2 weeks ago, maybe, me and Simon went to Miami Music Week, and we went for not the opener, was it, on Wednesday?
It was opening party.
The opening party, and we saw.
Coincidentally, John Summit was there.
John Summit, but he was also opening with Charlotte DeWitt and Nico Moreno, and oh my God.
Outstanding.
Yes.
Well, to start the night, we went straight to the techno stage. Correct me, Cesar, give me a little quick fact check.
I gotta find this really quick. I gotta go through Factory Town's Instagram.
But this guy was really good. He's part of remind me of the whole show name? Kinetics?
Kinetics.
Is it Kinetics?
Or Context.
It's Context.
So, go ahead.
And they've been touring all over. It's like a Solid Grooves, you know, like they've been touring all over the world right now. They've done Los Angeles. They're going to do New York, or I think New York was before Miami.
Yeah, they did New York before Miami. I think of the Mirage.
Yeah, but they're doing a tour, and it's basically the same 3 DJs if they have availability for that weekend. But usually Charlotte DeWitt is the headliner.
Yeah, I think it's because it's her.
I think it's her little thing.
Like her thing. So when we went, opening that night was Sister System. We didn't really go see. We got there in time for Trim, that was his name, and Trim was really
fantastic.
Really good. With Alignment, did his Miami debut. He did right before.
Really?
Yeah, he did his right before Trim was Alignment, another techno DJ, and he did his first set in Miami, and apparently it was really good. We had a friend that went. Shout out Slater. She went, and they thought it was really good. So we saw Charlotte DeWitt at like 3 a.m.
Yes.
And it was really good. I really liked Charlotte DeWitt. I mean, I saw her at EDC, and I thought it was much better, but it was still really, really good.
Charlotte DeWitt was really good, but it wasn't my type of techno, in a sense.
Okay.
So I don't know if you remember, but I had to go do a little side quest myself, and I left to go to see John Summit.
Simon was like, "Oh, I'm going to the bathroom," and then went and peeked his head in at John Summit on the main stage.
And John Summit, he sounded like Miami Closing Week, Miami Music Week closing party, and it was really good. I forgot what song I saw. I think it was Shiver.
Probably.
It was probably Shiver, but he did it like the tech house version.
Okay.
So it was pretty cool. But then I left to go, and then I ran into you guys. But then the next act that we saw
at 5 a.m.
At
5 a.m. to close, which was 7. Like Factory Town closes at 7 in the morning. It goes from 7 to 7. It's a crazy all day party, and it was Nico Moreno.
And keep in mind, this guy is this Dutch dude.
He's Dutch?
He's Dutch.
I could have sworn he was like Hispanic.
Yeah, he's Dutch. And this guy plays the hardest the nastiest,
jaw clenching techno.
The techno that just makes you angry. You know, like you just want to go lift some weights and like get rid of some anger. Insane. And it just blew your freaking mind.
For more context, but for more context, what Simon's favorite DJ back in like 2022, 2023 was Nico Moreno. And he would always be like, yo, Cesar, you got to see this clip, bro. Cesar, you got to see this, bro. And I was like, nah, that's techno. It all sounds the same. My mind was fucking blown by Nico Moreno's set. It was for his first show in Miami. And
insane.
I remember Simon saying that he was going to fly out to Brooklyn and go see him when he did his America debut. And like, tickets were super expensive. Super expensive. So we ended up going to this. We didn't know he was going to come to Miami, and he did, and it was
fantastic. The lights. I think the venue did him awesome because since it was like a tent tarp type thing. Okay. But it still the sound still bounced enough where you can feel it. Yes. You know. And this guy's just all fast beat, and he's just insane.
He would switch up these beats that were just like,
it would jump from like jump style, hard style to techno, acid techno, psytrance, like all the craziest things.
It's for like those people who are those veterans. I would say like those people that like are. I saw this tweet, and it said that it was Factory Town is converting the house heads into techno people. You know,
and it's so true, dude. True, because that's all you saw on TikTok was people going to. Because I heard when I saw all the lineups for Miami Music Week, dude, I was like, dude, what's up with all these techno DJs? Yeah, like that was a little weird.
Because I remember it was like the closing party or the whatever. Like when we went last year, it was John Summit and like it wasn't Green Velvet. It was somebody. It was a Nicole Madaber or whatever. Something
Nicole
like that. Madaber.
Yeah.
And it was mostly house. Hold on. I'm sorry about that, dude. I just wasn't a fan of the. I couldn't talk.
That's fair.
Hey, like that's one of the things you have to deal with in a house music podcast. The beats, you kind of have to be able to talk over them. I could not concentrate. But like we saw John Summit with Nicole, and it was really, really good. But now this time around was like 9999, and then I Hate Models,
Horse Girl. It was a couple.
It was big, and then even for Dom Dalla, it was Domicile had Domicile. Yeah, Domicile also like they're a big techno. I wouldn't say they're big, but it's a
known club for
techno. Like it used to be like a really big thing. Like our girlfriends used to go to that like every single weekend. Oh,
I like this tune, dude. It's the jazzy tunes.
Yeah.
Dude.
But no.
But yeah, dude, Miami Music Week was just all techno. But
I'm not complaining.
I'm not complaining because
I think because of how high the bar was set with Nico Moreno and the production and the way the music, everything sounded fantastic. We went the next day, and the next day was Clooney, Chris Lake, Horse Girl. It was also
Chase West,
Beltran, yes,
Ben Sterling,
yes.
I don't know if Rossi performed.
Vintage Culture with Hassan's 82.
Martinez.
Marco Carolla back to back with the Martinez brothers. It was a solid lineup.
Yes, that night it was really good, but as Cesar knows, my disappointments.
Yes, so we came in, so we had the idea of just going in late. We had anytime entry. Usually when it comes to when you buy your tickets off Dice, please sponsor us. When it comes to buying tickets off Dice, you have different versions of tickets you could buy, either going in before 1 a.m., going in before 12, or just having anytime entry, those being the most expensive tickets. And we got the most expensive tickets because we didn't want to stay there all that long. We're 23. We're getting old. And we saw Clooney at 1 a.m. And I'm not going to lie to you.
Not a fan.
I was not a fan.
I don't know. It felt like it was a very press play type of thing. Like, yeah, you would hear the filters here and there. Mm-hmm. I hate to be that critic.
Like it's so bad because me and Simon have been, we're kind of starting on this like DJ journey as well, like ourselves, and like learning how to transition a song to song. And like with Clooney, we could hear that he was doing the most basic shit ever.
Yes.
You know, and
like,
it's like
stuff that you learn like maybe third week into DJing.
Yeah.
Realistically.
Because it's just like he would wait, loop it, and then turn the bass low, like take the bass out, bring in the other one, and then just find a moment to take the song out, and then boom, next song. Like, if you're this world-renowned like DJ that's performing in the UK, performing in everywhere in the world, and to have Miami, Miami Music Week being in one of the biggest events of music in South Florida, in America, I would say. It was kind of a letdown.
It was. I know he was. I figured he was trying to, because okay. Let me rephrase. I've seen that his sets at Space have been nuts.
Yeah.
And that's all you see on like clips on TikTok, you know? But I don't know, he was trying to like tie in too much into the Latin like whole thing.
Yeah.
So like he had like, because I've seen the clips from before that we got there, and like he did like a salsa tech house type thing.
Yeah.
And then he was trying to do like, I know that Travis Scott mix is pretty popular right now.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I know. Yeah. There was one mix that I did really like, was the Fade and the Bad Bunny one.
Oh yeah. It's pretty hard to hate on that.
Yeah, it's
especially
hard.
Since like in Miami, like there's such a big Latin community. So like of course like when you see everyone having a good time, you have no choice but to have a good time. But like of course like when he played that Bad Bunny Fade remix, like it was cool up until he kept every song that he was playing after was just Latino songs.
Yeah, Latino songs or like hip hop mixes. And I've seen a lot of people on TikTok saying that like, yeah, this new hip hop tech house rave is pretty cool. And like a lot of people are for it, and dude, I'm honestly not for it at all.
I think it gets old after a little bit.
Yeah,
you know?
dude, it's the same track over and over again, the same drop.
Like I don't remember where we were. I think it was EDC when we saw Dom Dalla, and he did the remix to what's that one song by Bad Bunny? It's on the new album.
Monaco.
Yeah,
that's a Fallon mix.
Oh, and yeah. And we need to start throwing our flowers to the DJs that actually make the songs for these bigger people. Yeah, you know, Joshua, Fallon, like all these young, like not young, but like smaller DJs that like they're not as big as a John Summit or a Dom Dalla.
Absolutely, dude. But then, so to continue that night, right, guys, we saw Chris Lake. And
Chris Lake was directly after Clue.
Yes. And listen to the Chris Lake stands. And Cesar's is a Chris Lake stand.
I'm a Chris Lake stand.
But I was incredibly disappointed. I did not like his set at all, dude. His first 3 songs were cool and whatever. He played his 3 big ones.
He played the newest ones. Like he played Beggin'. Mm-hmm. He played the other one with the Luna with the Luna. I forgot that.
I forgot the names.
Oh my god, you know what?
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about.
And Give me like more or something like that.
Yeah, and he was just playing it for way too long. And like,
it's because he was fully letting the songs play. You know what I mean? And it's just like at that point, like I understand that I'm seeing a song live, but at the same time, at least do some switches to it. You know, like you're playing something that I could literally just listen to on Spotify. Like spice it up a little. You're here in person. Like I want to see what you can do with the thing that you did. You know what I mean?
I lasted a total of like 40 minutes, and that's set.
And then after, so like while Chris Lake was going on, and it was good, you know, like he played like his most famous songs, but then it got to a point where just like, you know what, like what else is he gonna do? Let's just leave. Like let's go see who else is going on. And at the same time, because Horse Girl was on, and we had to see her opener, or what she opened with. And Horse Girl, not necessarily my vibe.
It's not my vibe either, but I thought she was pretty good.
I thought it was pretty good, and I think it was just like, it was a lot of like the people there, the people like those,
the people there made it, dude.
Yeah,
like it made it her set, you know. Everyone was dancing, doing the whole little TikTok, like riding the horse,
and she played My Barn, My Rules. She played like she
played all her silly songs, you know.
Yeah,
and again, the people made her set.
Yeah,
you know.
So around the same time where this was going on, it was a Chase West, Beltran, Ben Sterling. Like they all had like Chase West went on for an hour, Ben Sterling went on for an hour, Beltran went on for an hour, and at the end of the night, they completely surprised everyone with a B4B.
Yes.
We were walking our friend out of the, like, they were leaving early. They didn't like the music, but of course me and Simon were there to stay. And as we're walking out, we hear we see like, oh, this guy's on right now. Oh, it hit 4 o'clock. Who's on right now? And all four of them came out. And Simon's like, holy shit, Chase West. And then we ran into the, oh my God. What? Wow.
Dude,
it was good.
Dude, fantastic. Like, the love I have for smaller DJs, and they're not by all means small. Like, these people are actual DJs, and what's pretty cool is that they're blowing up, especially Chase West.
Chase West.
Chase West is blowing the fuck up right now I'm not gonna say down for whatever reason, but like, he's blowing up.
We know the reason.
Yeah.
Buddy is the grooviest man in Miami.
Dude, yes. and like, Cesar used to clown me for saying that, dude, but I can firmly agree.
Fun fact, all right, because we're on episode 3. This is before like, when we right now, episode 3, we've already been to Miami Music Week. We're giving our reviews and everything like that. But if we go back to episode 1, and I was like, fucking Chase West, Walmart Palasa, he's trying way too hard to be someone he's not. Man, Chase West is Chase West, man. Like, he has earned my respect after seeing that set.
Dude, that set was just so freaking good, dude. And I remember you were with Caitlin. Shout out Caitlin, girlfriend. And I just had to get deep because the crowd was dead, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna take this fucking chance, dude. I'm gonna get to the fucking front. So I left them.
So while this was going on, me and Caitlin were like, hey, like, let's go back to Horse Girl. Let's see how she closes her set, because like, it's about to be 5 a.m. Like, we gotta get going. And Simon's like, you know what? You guys go. I'll be right here. All right. And of course, like, we leave. We're going to go see Horse Girl. Simon,
dude. And so I'm a very much a house head now. Everyone, I love groove, I love pausa, I love Chase West, Chris Stussy, Dennis Cruz, all the Ben Sterling, Rossi, Coulter, you name it, all the minimalistic dudes. And I was having so much fucking fun at this, being front row right next to the speaker, and I can look at Chase West, I can look at Ben Sterling, and I can look at Beltran. And it was the first time I had ever seen Beltran. And I remember, like, I fuck with some of his songs, like Smack Yo's. Yeah. Like, it does get a little old, but it's fire. Yeah. It's still pretty fire. But seeing him, all 3 of them, absolutely destroy those decks, dude, was insane. They played a fantastic song. I don't know if you would wanna save it for next episode for the new segment.
Oh yeah, we want to come up with a new segment. We're probably gonna do it sometime within this episode. We're like 20 minutes in, all right, and we're gonna start doing tune of the day or tune of the week. Songs that like we're really fucking with. Songs that like Simon could show me, and songs I could show Simon that like we're both really big fans of, and we want to actually share onto this podcast. And for anyone who's listening that actually wants to enjoy house music and wants to see what this is all about, this is a good intro for what songs you should be looking out for, what artists you should be looking out for, like Beltran. Like, you didn't know about Beltran until Smack Yo, and then until Smack Yo, you didn't know any other songs. But Absolutely. If you dive into his music, man,
he's good. And so, whatever, I'm here chilling, right? And coincidentally, right next to me, there's these typical Miami girls.
Of course.
Small, skin tight, like jumpsuit, whatever, boobs out, sparkles, whatever, you know? And I see Ben Sterling go, hey, you 3, come into the booth. And so I was like, yo, what's up with that? So I got the brilliant idea of pulling out my phone and typing out boys in the booth.
A little callback to episode 1 where we literally were like, yo, we're talking about Chase West and West End, where they were having a feud about having boys in the booth. And of course Simon sided with Chase West, girls in the booth, and I sided with West End, boys in the booth. So of course Simon, seeing these 3 girls literally get pointed out and be like, yo, come in. Simon goes like, you know what, I'm gonna make a little sign on my phone.
And it was so funny because it fits so perfectly because I just had witnessed this, you know?
Yeah.
And So I'm like holding it up for like maybe 5-10 minutes, and they're seeing it, dude. And till finally Ben Sterling finally like looks at it and just starts dying and starts pointing out to Beltran and Chase West that like, yo, look at the kid in the right. And it was me fucking holding up a sign and a dude recording me. And it was unfortunately, guys, I did not get into the booth.
You know, one of these days.
But you know, it was still worth a try, and I thought it was funny.
Yeah, and like the fact that like you've made like these DJs acknowledged you, they laughed. I mean, like I don't think they laughed at you. I think it was the fact that it was like a callback to like that old Twitter beef that was happening. You know, so Simon kind of like, hey, Simon made the DJs laugh, and like at the same time, like Caitlyn she danced with Horse Girl. She was doing her little dance, whatever, and Horse Girl got Horse Girl's attention. Simon got the attention of his favorite DJ. It's just me now, you know. I gotta try to make myself known or not known, but like I have to make a little thing, you know.
Make a little TikTok page, dude. A little TikTok page and start filming your mixes, you know. Like, I guess they don't have to be originals. Just do it. Yeah. You know, like there's tons of people that do it.
Oh, there's tons of people doing. Tons. There's like the ones I see the most are always on TikTok. They're always going live and they're just they're mixing.
They're mixing. Like that one Asian chick,
DJ Mandy,
where she does like her thing was to ruin the mix, to make a shitty mix,
and she would always make the shittiest mix. And of course, that's how she got big. Until people start to figure out she can actually mix for real. Like she's actually like she's not joking. Like she can.
Like she goes on TikTok Live and starts mixing random songs. Another great one, AJ. He's a Miami native.
Is that the kid that kind of looks like John Summit?
Kind of looks like John Summit.
Yeah, I've been seeing his thing.
He's pretty good. He goes to FIU.
Really?
Yes. He
goes shout out Panthers. Shout out FIU.
Shout out Panthers. But yeah, dude, he's pretty good, dude. I'll sometimes like if I'm bored and I'm like death scrolling, dude. And he pops up, I'll tune in, request a song, he'll play it, you know. Yeah. So like it's kind of cool, you know, like it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Oh, I showed you the song.
This is Oh, my fault. Ooh, party foul.
Technical difficulties. Pardon, guys. There you go.
This is I Get Deeper, the Cajun rework. Cassian.
I found this on SoundCloud once. Mm-hmm. This is when I first got my deck and I started like just looking for tracks.
Yeah, because one of the easiest ways to learn how to DJ is to mix what you know, and the only way to find out, like only way to get new music is to listen to more music,
And like you learn, it's actually when I kind of noticed it on when I started like trying to learn how to mix. It's super important to know the songs that you're mixing in, dude. Because I mean, like at least on my record box, I don't have like the breakdown, the chorus, and all that. But you really have to like, you can go in and loop in the cues and like label them and do whatever. Mm-hmm. But like still, it makes it a whole bunch easier.
Yeah. Once it's like it's obviously like the more you get organized, the easier things are.
Absolutely.
But yeah, like my music week was insane. I remember one of the things that also happened at my music week was like one of the opening things that happened that Wednesday when we went to Factory Town. They were having Afterlife at the Miami Marine Stadium or something like that. And people were stranded after the show.
I did see that, dude.
They got stranded. They had no service. There was like, it was impossible to get out of it. Because think of it, it's just a bridge. It's one road. And there's no signal. So people were struggling to find Ubers. So people had to walk like 2 miles, I think. Probably more.
Dude.
To get some service.
I don't know. I don't know how far. But like some people were... Because Ultra, they did that. For Ultra, they did it at that stadium.
They did?
Like 2019, I believe. Because I had a friend that participated in some party favors and fully hallucinated on his way back.
Oh my god.
Going up the bridge.
Oh my god.
To get back into Miami.
Oh my god.
Yeah, dude, it was awful. But it's really hard to get a ride share over there and like Uber. Plus, there's no signal.
Of course.
And then like they offer like transit, but it's already packed, dude.
Yeah, like
so like at that point you just might as well walk, and the walk is like 2-3 hours sometimes.
Yeah.
You know.
Dude, I couldn't imagine doing that. That
dude.
Sucks.
Dude, that's why I'm telling you, bucket list idea. EDC Vegas, charter a helicopter straight to the yes, dude. It's like $800 for 4 people. It's so doable. Like if you find people that like, okay, like if you want to arrive bougie one day, all right, let's charter a helicopter straight into the festival. They take you there and back. You don't have to wait that huge ass line that was coming in.
True.
Dude, ridiculous. I want to do that. Bucket list, dude.
Bucket list. It actually is pretty sick to show up to a festival on a helicopter.
Dude, you're all like fresh as fuck, dude.
You hop out of the helicopter.
You're all like crouched down.
That's awesome.
Kind of crazy. Kind of wild.
Yeah. Do you want to hop into tune of the day, tune of the week? Do you want to?
Sure.
Do you want to show me?
All right, guys. So first tune.
Here.
Tune of the day.
Simon's
tune of the week.
Simon's taking the laptop.
Is a song that I heard at the Beltran, Chase West.
Ben Sterling. I think it was Max Styler. Was that the fourth?
I don't know. I was just focused on those 3, dude. Those 2 were cooking. All right. You guys, you ready? Enjoy the tune.
Who's this?
This is Big Miz, The Bomb.
Once again, we do not own any of these tracks. There is no infringement intended. We're just trying to share some music. I like it.
Dude, it was a tune. I heard it at that set, and it was so funny because as soon as I heard it, I forgot that I had a video of it too.
Yeah.
But I heard that song, dude, and I had to Shazam it because, dude, I couldn't get this part out of my head.
I like the when it like. Hold on. And the next one, hold on. That. Man, Big Miz. Never heard of
him,
this
dude.
guy.
I'm telling you, dude. The smaller producers, smaller DJs is where it's at. Dude.
Honestly, it is. So, great tune.
Great tune.
Great tune. Now, I'm going to show you a song that I have been listening to recently. This is another small DJ by the name of Sam Jacobs.
Interesting.
All right. This song is called Jiggy Jerry.
Dude, super Carl Coxey.
Man, it's because the dream, dude.
Super
Ibiza,
Carl Coxey, dude. Super Carl Coxey. If you guys don't know who Carl Cox is, he's a pretty... Well, he was pretty big in the 90s.
Yeah. I remember we talked about this in one of the episodes already because I remember it was Katie that was like, who is Carl Cox?
Yeah.
And we were dude from the 90s, you know?
But he was very good. But this kind of reminds me, he's kind of popping off again. I don't know if you've been seeing him on your TikTok.
So, funny enough, I don't know why, like, I was having a conversation with Caitlin about this because she was telling me that her first time at Space was like back in like 2022 or something like that. She's like, oh, I went back in November or whatever, and I was like, all right, like, who did you see that night? And I think she saw like Ben Sterling or something like that, or Adam Bayer or something like that. And I was going through, dude, the lineups back in 2022 were crazy.
Really?
Like Bausa and Carl Cox in the same night. Type shit.
That's kind of nuts.
Like Solid Grooves, Goldfuls were always there. Like they were regulars at Space. And back in 2022, and I was like, we didn't really fully jump into it until 2023.
Yeah,
you know?
Absolutely.
But
I like this tune. Song just makes you want to smoke a cigarette and fucking have a mimosa, dude.
Honestly, yeah, just do it side to side.
Eyes closed, dark sunglasses, button down open, dude.
Miami as fuck, dude. But yeah, so that was Sam Jacobs, Jiggy Jerry. Once again, we don't own any of the music.
None.
No infringement intended. But
just putting you guys on, dude. Just putting you guys on. Maybe we'll put you on a pretty cool song. Maybe.
And
you like it.
And of course, like if you have some songs, some tunes that you want to share with us, please
send them to our DMs.
Yes, I gotta start a social media for this Groove District thing. You know, I've already kind of started it, but never officially made it. You know, but
soon we'll get our shit together, and it's gonna be hopefully. We're gonna have our own little fucking event where the Solid Groove family can start coming, dude.
But other than that,
Solid Groove, the Groove District, dude.
Solid Groove District, dude. It's a Solid Groove District. But other than that, I think we're gonna round this out with our two tunes of the day or of the week.
Our experience at a Miami Music Week.
Yeah.
And vibes.
We vibes. We talk shit about house music. We didn't talk shit about house music. We talk shit, you know? We're talking shit.
We're talking shit.
Other than that, once again, thank you, Simon, for joining us for another episode, man. Favorite co-host I've ever had, you know. Only co-host I've ever had. My name is Cesar Bersano. Once again, thank you so much for tuning into the Groove District. And please
see you in the next groove.
See you in the next groove.